To find out who really killed Mischelle Lawless in 1992, Sheriff Walter hoped that advances in forensic science would reveal new clues.
This is the leather jacket that they...
And he found the leading forensic experts from an unusual source.
Well, I was watching your show, and there was a case that happened in Colorado that was very similar to this one. The next week, I said, okay, we have to get a hold of these people and find out, if they can help us. Probably won't even take our phone calls.
Those people worked in the Netherlands at a place called the Crime Farm. There, Sheriff Walter met Richard and Selma Eikelenboom. They have pioneered the use of what's called touch or grip DNA.
I came here in hopes of find some DNA. We're looking to maybe get some skin cells off of some of the clothing.
The evidence from the murder scene came in a black duffel bag.
Jeans, one pair.
Richard used special lights called crime scopes to find normally invisible spots of skin cells or other material.
What we're looking for is small stains.
Meanwhile, an assistant snapped digital photos, which were transferred to a computer where they could be examined close up.
Is this actually the fingers up here?
It's like this.
Richard snipped tiny bits of the fabric from the spots that showed up under the lights.
Number one.
The touch DNA found on those samples would be tested against DNA from all the people on Sheriff Walter's list of suspects.
She was grabbed some way and they beat her on the head here twice.
Then they went to a small hill behind the farmhouse, a hill about as high as the embankment Mischelle Lawless had run down, pursued by her killer in 1992. Selma stood in for Mischelle, while the sheriff and Richard played possible attackers. They were trying to determine how Lawless got up the embankment and back to her car.
We're going to try to reproduce the crime scene. That's one. And the second is it possible for one person to do this, or do you need two persons to do this?
Next, they tried the same thing with two people carrying the body.
Oh yeah, the head goes like this.
Be careful, you don't hit my head.
The experiment only showed that Lawless, who weighed about 100 pounds, could have been carried up the embankment by either one or two people.
It shows that she probably didn't walk her straight up herself. After she has been beaten on the head, she didn't walk anymore. So somebody had to carry her up.
The Dutch team's DNA tests found some interesting leads, but no conclusive evidence pointing to any one suspect. Still, Selma Eikelenboom thinks the findings may help the sheriff.
It's now up to him. The ball is in his territory now. This DNA results, it can become a leverage for the sheriff to get things starting up again. People might start talking after all that time.